Good morning, I'm Prarambha, Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. 6 people killed in a landslide in West Prarambha Sailung of Samachar. 4 others missing after 4 houses were buried. Search operation is underway. Victims demand appointment of fair and capable individuals at commissions related to transitional justice. Experts suggest ensuring required human resource and finances. Telegram chief executive Pavel Durov arrested by French police at an airport north of Paris. Russia's embassy in France taking immediate steps to clarify the situation. And host Nepal taking on Bhutan in the first semi-final of the SAF Under-20 Championship today. Match slated for a 3 p.m. kickoff. 6 people have died while 4 others are missing in a landslide in West Prarambha Sailung Rural Municipality, Ward number 3 of Samachar. A boy was able to save his life after managing to escape from the disaster. Police has recovered the bodies of 6 individuals killed after being buried in the landslide. The deceased have been identified as 30-year-old Chandika Thapamagar and her 18-month baby son. Likewise, the bodies of 40-year-old Urmila Pahari, 17-year-old Sandhi Pahari, 18-year-old Bigyan Pahari and 14-year-old Santosh Pahari have been recovered. 10-year-old Anjana Pahari had been rescued from the house of Chandika. Additional 4 individuals have gone missing in the landslide. 75-year-old Fadke Pahari, 55-year-old Kale Pahari, 54-year-old Jhaukiri Pahari and 23-year-old Binda Pahari have been identified as those missing. The landslide had swept away 5 houses. Chief District Officer of Samachar, Anita Nirola, said the search for the missing individuals was underway. 30 houses of the area are at the risk of landslide. Communication has been affected because of floods and landslides triggered by incessant rainfall since last night. The landslide has also swept concrete bridges in Dhoiju Khola, Chang Khola and Ghatte Khola. The bridge across the Milti River, which is the border between Samachar and Dolakha, has also been damaged. Security personnel have been mobilized for rescue efforts in the affected areas. The search efforts have begun this morning for 3 individuals who went missing after a private vehicle plunged into the Sunkosi River in Sinduli under the Mid-Hilly Highway. 3 people have gone missing after the vehicle travelling from Khotang, Holesi to Kathmandu plunged into the Sunkosi River in Golenjor Rural Municipality, Ward number 1, Kudu, under the Mid-Hilly Highway yesterday evening. 27-year-old Susant Kakshapati of Jagati Vaktapur, who jumped off the vehicle, is undergoing treatment at the Sunkosi Community Hospital in Khurkot. Kakshapati had informed the police about the accident. Those missing in the accident have been identified as Owen Bade, Pranit Syagu and Balram Ghatua. A team of 10 security personnel of Armed Police Force Disaster Management Base Khurkot was deployed immediately after being informed about the accident. Despite the vehicle being found yesterday evening, the 3 individuals have yet to be found. It has been learned that difficulties had surfaced in rescue efforts during the night time, while divers have been deployed for the search efforts from early this morning. Two-way vehicular movement through the Melamchi Road section has been obstructed following landslide in 0 kilo of Panchkal Municipality 4 of Kavre at 6 this morning. Efforts are underway to remove the debris with the coordination between local residents, police and the Department of Road. Likewise, Information Officer of Kavre Police Rajkumar Shrestha said that two-way vehicular movement has also been obstructed in Bandudada of Bhumlu Rural Municipality of Kavre. Police have said that efforts to clear the obstruction has yet to begin as debris has been continuously falling from above the road section. Process for amendment of laws to conclude works related to transitional justice halted for the past 18 years has reached the final phase. The bill introduced by the government, including the verdict of the Supreme Court, interests of the international community and the sentiments of the victims, has been endorsed from both houses of the parliament. With the approval of the bill, political parties and the victims are enthused. Stakeholders have suggested for proceeding with appointment of capable officials at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons. Following amendment of the laws related to transitional justice, all interests are now towards the appointment at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons. Prior to this, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission had registered more than 60,000 complaints, while the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons had gathered more than 3,000 complaints. 3 months of additional time period is to be granted to file complaints on cases related to rape and sexual violence. Victims have called for fair appointments to proceed with the investigations. They have said that individuals who can understand their plight should be appointed at the commissions. The political parties had generated consensus on the bill related to transitional justice after long efforts. Having endorsed the bill after generating consensus, the parties now need to appoint fair officials at the commissions on the basis of agreement. In addition to that, former officials have identified for the need to ensure required human resource and finance for smooth operation of the entities. After completion of certification of the bill, works will need to be expedited by giving a full shape to the committee for recommendation of officials. It is imperative for the political parties to prioritize experts instead of political share while making the appointments and ensuring a conducive environment for the entities to operate in a fair manner. Despite the lapse of 2 years since completion of construction works, Bhairahua and Pokhara international airports have yet to come into full operation. The state has been suffering daily losses as the airports constructed with an investment of 60 billion rupees in loan have yet to operate to expectations. The government is under such tremendous pressure that Minister for Finance, Bishnu Paudel, had to request for conversion of loan taken to construct Pokhara Airport to aid through a Chinese representative. Meanwhile, preparations have been made to operate the airports by formulating work plans. The government has claimed that both airports will now come into capacity operation.
The Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation has begun works for preparation of Bhairahua and Pokhara international airports by formulating work plan. Provisions such as removal of value-added tax (VAT) imposed on the passengers and installation of labor desks, among others, have been included in the work plan, which is to be implemented after approval from the Council of Ministers.
त्यहाँ श्रम स्वीकृतिका लागि कार्यालय चाहियो, अध्यागमनको कार्यालय छ तर त्यसलाई सुचारू बनाउनु पर्यो, पासपोर्ट भिसा प्रयोजनका लागि त्यहाँ भिसा सेन्टर स्थापना गरिदिनु पर्यो। त्यसले गर्दा उडान गर्ने एयरलाइन्सलाई पनि सहज भयो, हाम्रो देशलाई पनि सहज भयो। जहाँ जहाँ हामीले कटौती गरेका छौं, भ्याट लगायतका विषयहरू कटौती गरेका छौं, त्यसलाई पनि सहज भयो र हाम्रो पर्यटन क्षेत्रमा पनि, पर्यटनको विकासमा पनि देशको अर्थतन्त्रलाई टेवा पुग्ने काम चाहिँ निर्माण होला भनेर बडो राम्रो किसिमले चाहिँ हामीले आशावादी भएर भविष्य चाहिँ राम्रो छ यो बाटोबाट जाँदा भन्ने निष्कर्षमै पुगेर हामीले यो काम गरेका हौं।
The ministry has made plans to provide subsidies in air tickets, ground handling and fuel until the Nepali month of Bhadra next year. A total of 16 offices have also been established for customs, immigration, transit and storage facility, banking and security, among others, required for operation of the international airport. The airport has said that it is prepared to operate international flights around the clock.
हामी 24 आवर्स जहिले पनि रेट नै छौं। हाम्रो आफ्नो जुन स्ट्यान्डर्ड मेन्टेन गर्नुपर्ने हो त्यो अनुसारको हामी सबै रेट नै छ। हामी त आफ्नो मार्केटिङ देखि लिएर सरफेस मेन्टेनेन्स देखि सबै चीजमा रेट नै छौं हामी। अनि हाम्रो अब हामीले कोरिएको भनेको शेड्युल सबै एयरलाइन्सको कुन कुन इन्ट्रेस्टेड छन् यहाँ एयरलाइन्सको त्यसको शेड्युलमा कोटेको छौं अहिले हामी।
Subsidies and 100% discounts were provided for landing, taxing, communications, aviation services and security checks to international airline service providers before as well. However, citing the lack of passengers, no airline service provider was able to conduct regular flights from the airport. Preparations have been made to operate flights to ensure ease for the migrant workers seeking employment abroad. For this, the government has already suggested manpower businesses to open their branches in Bhairahua and Pokhara. According to the Ministry of Labour, departments have been directed to provide all required services from across Narayani. Preparations have also been made to provide subsidies in aviation fuel and VAT on air tickets. The government has a target of welcoming 1.6 million tourists next year. For this, the government has made preparations to manage the pressure of the Tribhuvan International Airport from other airports. However, with Bhairahua and Pokhara airports built at an investment of more than 60 billion rupees in loan yet to come into full operation, the effort has not been successful for the past 2 years. This time, a schedule has been provided to 16 departments related to airports. If these airports come into full capacity operation, the responsibility of loans can be managed through the revenues generated. Despite all these preparations, required support from India for operation of these airports have yet to be secured.
Despite the lapse of 6 years since the declaration of the end of load shedding in the country, industrial areas of Sunsari and Morong continue to suffer from irregular power supply. The government had announced the end of load shedding on 14th of May 2018. However, with power cuts of up to 5 hours without any notice, the industries have been suffering losses while the public have also been left at the receiving end. Despite the claim of the Nepal Electricity Authority regarding no load shedding across the country, Sunsari-Morong Industrial Corridor suffers from power cut for up to 5 hours a day. The surrounding settlements also suffer from this problem as power is cut without any notice. Industries have shared their grievances regarding low voltage when electricity is available, which has created complications in their operation.
बिजुली को अहिले कुनै लोड शेडिङ को तालिका आएको छैन तर बिजुली नियमित बिल्कुल पनि छैन 24 घण्टामा कम से कम पनि 6 देखि 7 घण्टा बिजुली दिनमा कम से कम पनि 5 देखि 7 पल्ट बिजुली जान्छ प्लस भोल्टेज त्यो क्वालिटी अफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ धेरै खराब छ अचानक झ्याप्पै भोल्टेज आउने झ्याप्पै भोल्टेज डाउन हुने त्यसले गर्दा हाम्रो धेरै मेसिन पार्ट्स हाम्रो मोटरहरु त एकदम बारम्बार बिग्रेकै छ.
Despite power cuts of up to 5 hours each day, the Nepal Electricity Authority hesitates to accept the fact and neither does it make public the schedule for load shedding. The authority has said that power has to be cut for a few hours because of ongoing repair and maintenance and change of transformers at Rani and Tanki substations.
1 घण्टा या 2 घण्टा बढीमा त्यो लाइन ओभरलोड भएकोले त्यति काट्ने गरेका छु त्यो बाहेक अहिले त 24 आवर हामी डोमेस्टिक को सेवा उद्योगलाई सप्लाई दिइरहेको छु. विराटनगर बजारतिर जहाँ पनि हेर्नु तल 11 माथि 11 केबल हुन्छ तल 400 भोल्टेज हुन्छ. अब कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ अब कहिलेकाहीँ त्यो ट्रान्सफर्मर केबल जल्यो हैन त्यहाँ डिओ को फ्यूज गयो या डिओ जल्यो त्यतिखेर माथि त 11 केबी हुन्छ यता काम गर्नको लागि त्यो पुरै लाइन नै हामीले शटडाउन लिनुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यसले गर्दा पनि कहिलेकाहीँ ट्रिपिङ बढेको हुन्छ.
The authority does not issue notices about power cuts. With sudden power cuts, consumers have shared grievances regarding damage of electric appliances, while industries and factories have also complained about massive losses caused by damages of motors, panel boards, miniature circuit breakers, MCB and expensive equipment and appliances. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what is the reason behind load shedding in industrial area? Your options are A, NEA's negligence, B, weak infrastructure, and C, lack of electricity. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Pushpakamal Dahal has warned that the government, which boasts a 2/3 majority, could topple like Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh. Addressing a program organized in Kathmandu, CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Dahal warned that the government would face the situation similar to that of Sheikh Hasina if it tried to overturn the transformation established by the power of the public. He went on to add that instead of institutionalizing transformation, the two large parties were on a wrong track. Dahal said that he had to exit the government because of the move of conspirators against his effort to ensure good governance and social justice and to curb corruption.
भर्खर बङ्गलादेशमा एउटा घटनाक्रम अगाडि आयो 5-7 महिना अगाडि मात्रै शेख हसिना को पार्टीले एक्लै 2/3 बहुमत ल्याएको थियो. के गर्यो 2/3 बहुमतले? केही गर्दैन. जनताको इच्छा, जनताको आकांक्षा, जनभावना विपरीत गयो भने त्यस्ता 2/3 बहुमतले जनताले ठेगान लगाउँछ.
Saying the party was in the phase of assessment, Dahal added that all communists with ideologies similar to that of Maoists had to unite. In our Public Voice segment, we asked in several provinces, what should the government do to monitor the price and quality of consumable goods in the market? Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
गुणस्तरीय सामानहरू छ कि छैन चाहिँ हेरेर अनि कार्य मूल्य चाहिँ डेट सकिएका रहेछन् भने चाहिँ कारबाही गरेर छुट दिनु भएन.
उपयोगी वस्तुको मापदण्ड तयार गर्नु पर्यो अनि सरकारले नियमन गर्नु पर्यो, नियन्त्रण गर्नु पर्यो, अनुगमन गर्नु पर्यो र दण्ड सजायको उचित प्रयोग गर्नु पर्यो.
18 रुपैयाँ महँगो छ बाट बर्तनी मेसिन
अनि यसको लागि पनि सरकारको अनुगमन नभएर हो।
सरकारले चाहिँ नियम कानुन ल्याउनु पर्यो।
गुणस्तरहीन वस्तु बजारमा ल्याउने र जथाभावी मूल्य वृद्धि गर्नेलाई सरकारले कडाभन्दा कडा कारबाही गर्नुपर्छ।
व्यवसायलाई पनि समयसम्म व्यवसाय सचेतनाको कार्यक्रमहरू पनि गरिरहनुपर्छ।
सरकारले नियमन गर्नुपर्ने, अनुगमन गर्नुपर्ने र त्यस्ता फट्याइ गर्ने व्यवसायीहरूलाई चाहिँ कानुनी दायरामा ल्याउनु पर्ने हुन्छ।
त्यो त सरकारी निकायले नै गर्दाखेरि राम्रो हुन्छ नि।
सरकारले नियमित गर्नु पर्यो, सरकारले भ्रष्टाचार गर्नु भएन।
It is now time for the international news. Telegram chief executive Pavel Durov has been arrested by French police at an airport north of Paris. Durov was detained after his private jet had landed at the Le Bourget airport, French media reported. According to officials, the 39-year-old had been arrested under a warrant for offences related to the popular messaging app. Russia's embassy in France is taking immediate steps to clarify the situation as per the TASS state news agency of Russia. Durov had been traveling on his private jet, French TV channel TF1 said on its website. Telegram is particularly popular in Russia, Ukraine and former Soviet Union states. The app was banned in Russia in 2018 after a previous refusal by Durov to hand over the user data. But the ban was reversed in 2021. Telegram is ranked as one of the major social media platforms after Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok and WeChat. Durov founded Telegram in 2013 and he left Russia in 2014 after refusing to comply with government demands to shut down opposition communities on his VKontakte social media platform, which he sold. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin airs at 6 in the evening. Thank you for staying with us. Have a beautiful day ahead.